I'll go ahead and tee it up, and then you guys both go. Ryan, we're going to start with...
We're going best goal?
Let's go best goal to start
All
for
right.
the first half Philadelphia Union. 17 games left, I want to say.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. I think I counted
right-
before the game. We're right around there.
Yeah.
You're right in the middle. It's 34 games.
No,
Union we're literally smack dab in the middle. One of three teams left with 17 games played. Everybody's played more at this point.
Best goal from the first half so far for the Philadelphia Union is Ryan Ellis.
All right, I actually went back and watched every single goal on the Union website. I came up with 3, but only one can win. First one, third place, Harris Medunjanin against Colorado. That blast from outside,
Very nice.
very very nice. I'm pretty sure.
See, he's giving us 3.
No. I just want to.
You are technically
Yeah.
giving us 3.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fine. Screw
Go.
you guys. The Fafa volley against DC.
Yes.
But I got to go. The one that was my favorite was this past weekend, the Fafa touch,
Oh.
the El Sino angle.
See, I don't even know that was the best goal of the game.
See, I think, well, I know, right? Yeah, I know that Alberg goal.
Right.
But no, I think the skill it took for Fafa to put
Oh.
it directly where El Sino needed it. El Sino at that ridiculous angle. I got to go with that. That's my number 1.
See, next year when we have interns, we'll turn around and watch that goal.
Yes.
Now, we're not going to watch all 4 goals that you just
3.
mentioned.
3.
All right.
We're taking applications, interns.
Joe Tansey, best goal of the year for Ryan Ellis so far was
Ilsinho.
last Sunday's game. Ilsinho, nice touch on the side. I got to give it up. Very nice goal. Joe Tansey, your best goal of the first half so far for the Philadelphia Union.
I mean, you have to go Alberg, right?
Sunday?
I think it's. I mean, just he was off balance, long distance, first touch of the game. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's a fair choice. I would give the Medunjanin free kicks. You know, those would obviously be up there. And an underrated one, I think that Jay Simpson goal against Toronto was very gritty. I don't say it. You know, it's not flashy, but the way in which it was scored, I think deserves a shout as well. But I think Alberg's is pretty standout.
I think if Simpson didn't miss the next 3 games because of that goal, I would be much more
You'd be
inclined to
looking
give
at
it to him.
different. Yeah. I also want to say my number 1 miss was Pontius, that header.
Oh God, yeah.
Wow. That was if that would have went, that would have been one hell of a goal right there. All right, let's move on.
Who you
Oh,
have?
I'm going Alberg.
Alberg.
Yeah, falling off. But it's funny when you're up 2-0, you could just gear back and just,
Let it rip.
Yeah, and I think that had something to do. But Alberg has that ability, and it was beautiful. It was the capper, it was 3-0, and my jaw hit the floor. But Ilsinho's was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I still don't know how he fit that in there. All right, moving on. Let's go to best defender, because I think that there's a number of candidates that we can go with this one, and I wanted to give some love to the back line too, to the boys back there. Joe Tansey, you start with this one. Who's the best defender so far, first half for the Philadelphia Union?
Jack Elliott
Ooh, okay. And why would you say that?
comes in as a late round draft pick. I mean, Gooch is a known quantity to an extent. We know what he's capable of when he's at his best. Jack Elliott comes into the starting lineup and kind of amazes us all. I mean, did you guys expect Jack Elliott to even
Not at all.
play even a reserve role?
I thought I'd seen him at the Steel a lot.
Exactly. I think that's what we all thought. And just the way he's come in and the poise and the improvement he makes with each game and the way he's reading the game so tactically and so well, it's a no-brainer for me that Jack Elliott's been the best defender on this Union roster so far.
Marquez. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with. He's gonna get. I don't want to keep it boring. You know what? I agree
it's
with.
fine.
I agree with Jack Elliott, but you know what? I will just go ahead and say Gooch just to be different a little bit. I think everything we mentioned earlier, and I you know what? Jack Elliott's been great, and so has so the entire back line has really stepped up, especially during the winning streaks and such. But I was thinking if you don't have Gooch there and Marquez is playing at such a poor level, you really lose a lot of that tenacity. And I think that when you have someone like Gooch in there to stand in, it really does benefit the whole team. So yeah, I'm going Gooch.
All right, and I'm going to go with Elliott for all the reasons that Joe Tansey said, but both right there, I think, neck and neck.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, there was something different about Gooch that caught my ear on Sunday. Wow, like when he makes contact, there's a certain thud. Like it's the ball sounds different coming off of Gooch's leg or if he's clearing it or whatever. It just sounded different coming up from him versus anybody else. I mean, he's a force out there right now. So, knock on wood, hopefully he can continue that.
Is that real wood, Sean?
Sure. Yo, this actually came from a nice shop in Manny on Main Street. Better be something real. That's all I know. All right, let's move on. We'll save the best player for last. Biggest surprise. Now, this could go off the field. This could go any which way you guys want, because mine is a little different.
Go ahead and start that.
All right, I will start. Biggest surprise right now is that this team has bounced back and Jim Curtin is still the head coach.
Okay.
All right, when you start off winless, first 8 games, I want to say it was, when we were talking about certain things like this is the best roster this team has ever had, opening day roster, and all of a sudden, whoa, in Philadelphia, you're not winning, and you got guys that don't watch the games, like good friends of mine who are diehard Eagles fans going, dude, how the hell is that coach still coaching there?
Right.
I mean, there's a valid point there. And criticism was coming from all angles. Right now, biggest surprise is that this Union team is back in it. All right? I know there's a ton of soccer to go, and Jim Curtin is still the head coach, and I think that was a great decision. Stay with it. Let's see what happens this year. That's my biggest surprise.
I like that. That's good.
All right. Joe Tansey?
Go, Ryan.
Go, Ryan.
Go ahead.
Oh, man. I hadn't thought of a biggest surprise, but...
Joe, this was thrown to you at the end.
Yeah,
this was thrown to you at the beginning.
Joe, do you have one on the top of your head?
My biggest surprise, I'm going to stay on field. I'm going to say Keegan Rosenberry's dropping 4.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think
that's a good one. Ooh, good one.
It kind of baffles me just how far he's dropped off. It's very, very stark contrast from what we saw last year. And I just don't think it'll be recovered.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, really? I hate the so many an ahs right there, but you don't think Keegan Rosenberry would recover, give us a little something that we saw last year? I think the skills are there, right, Joe? Like, don't you see, like,
there's no confidence there right now. I don't know what it is. I think it might be something mental. I don't get it right now.
I think that a lot of people are saying that he did have a good second half in that
in the Open Cup game. He did. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it was the Open Cup.
But
game.
he also gave away the goal in the first half by playing that poorly out of the back. So, what do you got?
That's a good one. All right. You know what? I'll just throw out. I love Fafa Picault. I love Fafa. I really, really do. I did not. I mean, no one really. I saw a few of his highlights at St. Pauli, the cult club over in Germany. And he really has stepped up. He surprised me. Like I mentioned earlier, that volley against DC was beautiful. So, yeah, I mean, for not knowing what the hell I was getting myself into, I'm going to go with Fafa Picault.
And I want some of that tea. What's he drinking pregame? Do you see
I saw that, yeah.
He's got some sort of concoction.
Is it from Jamaica?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, but it's got something going on, and he claims it helps him. It's his pregame tea.
All right.
All right. Last and final Union Award, and then we're going to do Tansey's for Joe Tansey for the MLS. Best player. And the reason why I wanted to really get into this one, say this one for last, is because my tailgate this past Sunday was really deep in conversation. And I can't say that I was right. I definitely can't say that I'm not wrong. But I can say that there's a number of players that you can circle and say, this guy has been the best player for the Philadelphia first half. And Ryan Ellis, we'll start with you. Go.
Oh, I'm thankful that you did that because I did prepare for this one. Haris Medunjanin.
Oh,
yes, best name since Fernando Ortegueta.
Also got a vote at my tailgate, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think that he really has been a surprise not only for the team but for the entire league. People don't really know what we were getting with this guy, some guy from Bosnia. And he really, really has stepped up. And not only that, but he's been an emotional leader. A lot of times guys come to MLS, to either get their paycheck because they know it's going to clear. They can't say that about some leagues in Europe. They come to MLS, they think it's an easy league. They're going to be dominant in it. And he's really embraced the city, embraced the team. He's been an emotional leader on and off the field. He's played phenomenally, in my opinion. He scored timely goals. He's my guy. And when Barnetta left to go back to Switzerland, I thought that we were going to miss that heart of the team, that, with someone from the outside coming in, really embracing it. And I've been really impressed with what Medunjanin's been able to do to replace that.
Joe Tansey?
I would have to agree with that.
Oh, 2 votes for Harris.
You can't. you put it this way: the most valuable player to me, if you take away this player from the team, what does the team look like? And you can say that about CJ, and you can say it about Andre, that are both almost irreplaceable. But Harris Medunjanin, to me, has just been such a vital part to that midfield. And even when they were struggling, he was playing well. He and Bedoya have a great combination together. I can't go against Medunjanin. I know we got a lot of feedback the last couple of days on, and it was a mix between Harris, CJ, Andre Blake. But to me, just the skill, the leadership, things that Ryan kind of touched on, the Union added a little more leadership into this team this year. And I think Medunjanin is, look, Bedoya has the captain's armband, but there's a reason why Medunjanin stepped right in when Bedoya's gone and had the armband too.
Fair point. Fair point. Me, it's tough. Like I said, there was multiple guys. I also want to point this out before I go into my answer. Fafa and Harris both talked about. When's Ernie going to start getting a little love for that? The Ernie ball.
I think that's something that, if you want to talk about that real quick, even Giuliano Wijnaldum, look, I'll be honest, I called him a bust, 2-3 weeks ago? Mm-hmm. He's had a couple good performances since replacing Fabinho in the lineup.
You think he heard you, Joe? Got a little...
Yeah.
I heard they listened to our podcast before the game.
It's a little motivation.
Ernie, 2 nice signings right there, that's for sure. For me, best player so far, first half, and it's not to say you guys are wrong or anything like that, but it's CJ for me. And, it's just the guy starts, it seems like, every single game. He is all over the field, taking on the biggest defenders down low, shoving them, still getting open. Remember in the beginning of the season when Bedoya attempted the penalty and it missed, and we were like, who's going to take kicks and all that? I don't even think it's a question anymore, right? No. CJ is the guy you go to. For me, CJ Sapong, best player so far. And again, he had some off-the-field troubles that really come into my mind when I start talking about CJ, and that could have went any which way,
Absolutely.
And, especially in this city, in Philadelphia. So, like I said, CJ Sapong, first half, player of the first half for the Philadelphia Union for me, but Harris Medunjanin is absolutely. Anybody else you want to toss in there that's really?
Honorable mention to Blake, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the defenders, we touched on them with Gooch and Elliott. I think they deserve credit. Pico would be, I guess, up there as well. Not
unsung hero, maybe.
Not MVP worthy, but I think, you look down the roster, and if you want to talk unsung hero, you can talk Ray Gaddis too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's slid right into the lineup and been a nice addition. That way, you're not facing a huge drop off from Keegan, and there's no actual replacement.
Love it, absolutely love it. All right.